I think it's very valuable. I think it's extremely important. I have members from my church who are going to be taking the second round of this course because um, I think every Christian should do this because that's what God encourages us to do, to comfort and encourage and to support one another. Well, you can't do that with just making small talk. Pastors are very confident when they are preaching their sermon on what they've studied for 4 years in the Greek and Hebrew, and they're confident to talk about a specific sin and use law and gospel, like because they've been trained for that. The fear is jumping into that unknown. I don't have stats to prove it, but I'm guessing there's not a ton of recovering addicts in our churches. Um, is that just because we're intimidated to minister to them? I understand that fear because it's a scary pool to jump into. I don't want to ask a question that might hurt someone's feelings, or if I might be getting into an area where I shouldn't. I don't want to be offensive. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to be offensive. So one, not being prepared, and two, I don't want to be offensive to anyone. And having those hard conversations, it's very hard to do for me personally. And to think like the fear of failure, maybe, of what happens if I say the wrong thing and then this person hates my guts and never comes to a church ever again. And this course, I think, really helps me. They say at the seminary, ask questions. You say, okay, what questions? And that's the hard question. And that I think this course just definitely helped give me more specific tools on how to do that, which I'm excited to use. Asking those open-ended questions, reflecting back to them, affirming what they said, ask more open questions. That to me has been very helpful. And to know that it's a cycle and there's different little tools that you can use to help dig to get at the heart of the issue. I was taught how to swing properly, and I did it once. And so now I can go off my own. And if I hit a bad shot, I can go back and see a video of how I swung that time. And if it's bad, I can compare what it's supposed to be and where I need to make improvements. So yeah, that's the value of this course for me. Like I would say, don't go into it thinking that you have to become an expert in a 6-class course. I don't think that's the purpose. I think if you consider this as you're given the tools to use down the road, and like this is going to be, yes, a 6-week course or 6-class course, but it's also something that you're going to expect to like refer back to again and again and again. And all that this course is giving you the tools and some practice that then you'll take and just it's going to continue to grow, and you continue to practice and refer back to it after you go through a counseling session. Like you don't have to be an expert after 8 classes. You're just gaining the tools to get started. Less willingness to have tough conversations with people. Less willingness to I would say my counseling and my conversations would stay shallow. In my few counseling sessions that I had before this course, they would be very short. Like, man, we did a little small talk. We kind of touched on the issue that was at hand, and then we're like, all right, well, see you later. And it was 20 minutes, and like I got done. I thought that did no good. That didn't help at all. We didn't get to the heart of the issue. We didn't identify solutions. I wasn't able to use the law to cut deep, but also then use the gospel to really heal. If someone would come into my office and say, Pastor, can you talk to my husband, my son, whoever, about their heroin addiction? I will say yes. Now I'm confident and ready to do that, which is a huge step from before I took this course where I would have said, maybe you should talk to someone from Crosswalk over in Arizona.